Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing a video giving my thoughts on Daryl Dixon officially being bitten. Okay, maybe not in the show, but in real life, a fangirl actually did bite him at a recent Walker Stalker con in Jersey. So I'll put the link in the description to fansidedundeadwalking.com. This one's pretty funny. So it says, Norman Reedus responds to Comic-Con incident politely on Instagram. And this was 7 hours ago from the time I'm filming. So for those of you guys who are watching, this happened yesterday. Norman Reedus of The Walking Dead posted a clever and polite response to the incident at New York/New Jersey Walker Stalker convention. Norman Reedus and many of the Walking Dead cast were guests at Walker Stalker Con at the Meadowlands Exposition Center in New Jersey over the weekend. Conventions are where fans, well, you guys know what conventions are. Twitter is filled with photos and tweets from fans and actors on con weekends. Silly String is a Norman Reedus standard. Norman Reedus, of course, plays Daryl. One fan got overzealous at a photo opportunity with Norman, and she took his ironic zombie joke, "Bite Me" shirt from a magazine cover to literally bite him. She was immediately escorted away by security and has been dealt with by being banned from future conventions. Like, that's going to stop a girl that would bite somebody they don't even really know. Norman declined to press charges. Well, that's good. That's good. I don't want to add to the frenzy by including tweets or reactions here, but Norman's own response is quite clever and hopefully, in its own way, will help to calm the storm around it by focusing on him and not her and letting time do its thing. And he updated his picture on Instagram instead of saying "bite me" on his shirt, it says do not bite me. So that is really, really funny, man. Please don't. Oh my God, I just can't. That's crazy, man. But I guess it doesn't say where she bit him or anything. We don't know if it's like arm or neck or something. I assume it's not too big of a deal that maybe she didn't bite him that hard. Hopefully not. Injure him or something. Oh man, crazy. It's crazy the way the show has gone and how popular it is now and how people are just like, some people just love it, man. Especially the fangirls love Daryl, that is for sure. So, oh man, it's crazy. But I don't see how you could stop it if he's going to do close pictures with them and that kind of deal, and some crazy, Jersey chick just decides to bite him. What's he going to do? He won't be able to stop her in time. Push her off or something. Oh, that's just insanity, man. Oh my goodness. So let's hope Norman Reedus is okay. I'm sure he will be. It's probably not as big of a deal as it sounds like, but hopefully we can get some pictures or something. If I find anything online about the girl who it was and what happened exactly, I'll update you guys. I'll let you guys know. So let's answer a few of you guys' questions for today's Daily Dead video. First one's from Dennis Fleming, and he says, "Hey Trev, do you think The Walking Dead has hit its peak?" Yeah, I think so, brother. This is one we've talked about a bit, so I'll go over this one quick. It looks like Season 5 so far is the peak for The Walking Dead. We'll see if the finale for Season 6 can bring it back. A lot of people think that it can outdo even Season 5 in terms of popularity. And that would make Season 7 big too, if Season 6 ends big. So we'll see what happens. But so far, it's the peak so far. Yeah, it's actually come down a little bit after Season 5. Gleb James and Jay too says, "Hey, Trev, I have a question for your Q&A. How come they haven't used much of Heath in The Walking Dead? Thanks. Keep up the great work." Yeah, that's true. It's a weird thing that happens between the seasons when you get a bigger group, right? Because at the end of Season 5, there was a lot of characters that are around now from Alexandria, or were around in the premiere, that we didn't see in Alexandria in Season 5. Heath being one of them, but they said he was out, he's kind of out on a run, this type of deal. But there's quite a few characters that were like randomly killed by either the wolves or randomly around. Carter's one good example, where we never saw them before. We didn't know they existed. I don't think Carter was in Season 5, pretty sure, but then they were casted on and used in Season 6. So that happens between the seasons. We've seen it before with kind of the prison and Woodbury and that, where you had certain people kind of pop up in Season 4, like was it Patrick, the kid who with the eyes, who dies in the shower? Remember, he turns into a zombie in that with the sickness in Season 4, right? As end of Season 3 and the Season 4, he just shows up out of nowhere. So, but he's as a character, even in the comic book series, was never really used that much. Like he's there, he fights and he does his thing, and we've seen a few like parts with him where he'll have a relationship and this kind of deal. I won't spoil anything about that because he does a relationship. I've done a video, Who is Heath, and described it. But he was never really used that much. He's never like Glenn or Daryl or anything. No, he's not on that kind of a level. But he is a character that's there and that seems like a really good guy. It's just that we never really have seen that much with him in the comic book series, and the TV series so far has been about the same. He's there, he's there, but he's not a focal point, focused character that would get his own lines and stuff. Granted, I could see them doing that soon in the future, that he's going to be, more important in that, because he hasn't done too much yet. He was in Thank You, right? There was some good parts with him in Thank You with him and Michonne, but that's about it, aside from that. Next one is from AMC Kichi, and she says, "Hey Trev, how's she going?" Well, she's going pretty good. My question for you is: do you think that Carol will eventually forgive Morgan after the John Cena slam? And also, do you think the fans will forgive Morgan? I know there's a lot of stubborn fans out there that once a character does something stupid that impacts the group, they just hate the character for the rest of their time, with no exceptions. Also, do you watch the Park? Or Trailer Park Boys. Oh my God. If not, it's a great show. You should give it a watch. I'm a guy, by the way. Okay, it's a guy. Cheers, Kichi. I don't watch Trailer Park Boys. I know what it is. I just never got into it. I know I had some friends that used to love that show. They watch it like every time. Kind of like me with The Walking Dead. You guys with The Walking Dead or Game of Thrones, stuff like that. But I never got into it that much. I'm not that big of a comedy guy. I like comedy. I like to laugh. But, I don't, comedy shows I don't get into as much as drama series. I tend to think about and get interested more in drama. I think they're more intellectually stimulating than a comedy. That said, Last Man on Earth is really fun. I watch that every week. It's just really funny every time it comes out. Really fun show. And so the other parts of your question, we're going to talk more about this on Thursday. I got a Q&A coming up with Kwaman. Any of you guys who are subscribers, Dragon Ball subscribers, I know I have probably about 5,000 or 10,000 Dragon Ball subscribers. I'm going to do a Q&A video with him. It's going to be a Walking Dead Q&A, but it's going to be cool just to have, we've already filmed it or recorded it. It's just going to have somebody else, with me to do a video with me, because it's usually me by myself. So it's a really cool change of pace to be able to do that with him. So heads up for that, guys. It's going to be hitting Thursday at 4. I'm going to set that one, and he's going to set it. Half it's in my channel, half it's in his channel, just to keep it fair. And then, so we're going to talk more about that there. I'm going to leave that for there because we discuss it in that Q&A video coming up. Okay, Kichi? I hope that's cool. And next one's from Chance Key, and here she says, "Do you think Michonne is one of the safest characters in the show?" Yeah, I would think so. I think Michonne is really safe. I mean, I couldn't really see them killing her off. The only way I could see it is if Denai Greer just decided she had enough of it. But I don't think so. She seems to really love the role. Like, she seems to enjoy, dicing zombies up and being a really strong female with a sword that comes in and just starts hacking people up. She's definitely not a damsel in distress. She's actually a character that, in the comic book series too, has saved Rick's ass and Carl on many occasions. So, or at least a few. So she's an awesome character to have, and I think that I think she's one of the safest for sure. I think you're right. Yeah, definitely. And we'll do like one or two more. Next one's from B. Kaiser74, and he or she says, "Hey Trev, I've been a fan of yours for about a year and a half watching your Walking Dead videos. I do HVAC work, and I was wondering if you think my job in Alexandria would be important, seeing as people would need heat and air conditioning and electrical work. If you could give your thoughts on this in the next Q&A, that'd be great. Thank you." Yeah, I think that'd be sweet. I think they would like to have some air conditioning and the heat, or some, during the winter, even though we never see the winters, maybe some, it's important. It's important, right? You got to keep your body temperature at a good, a good temperature. Otherwise, you get too high, you get too cool. Man, it's not good for your health. So, yeah, I think that'd be a good skill. Plus, with your electrical knowledge, right, of just electrical, how things work, or just a grasp, however you would have, it'd probably be good just for survival, because you're running in and out of buildings, you're going on runs, you don't know what's going on. So I think it'd be useful, to have that kind of idea of systems and everything. And usually HVAC workers, you're pretty hard workers because you guys work a lot of hours, right, during the busy season. So I'm assuming you'd be a badass and you'd be pretty tough. So that's pretty cool. So I wanted to throw that one in there just as a random, question. And next one's from John Snow Rules. Asks all kinds of awesome questions. He says, "Hey Trev, what's up? I have an awesome piece of news regarding the upcoming Empire of the Dead television show based on the 15-issue miniseries by the talented George A. Romero. I think just talented is zombie kingpin. I think I'd probably use that adjective. AMC acquired the rights to the series. I think it's safe to say AMC is the home for zombie fanatics. I think you're right, bro. I'm so excited to see how great the new zombie series is. 10 episodes in season 1, by the way. Great job on your channel. I like your Game of Thrones, Breaking Bad, and Walking Dead content. Good luck during the Walking Dead hiatus till February 14th. Hardest wait for a second half of any season for The Walking Dead yet, I'll say. Yeah, that's true. The cliffhanger is just a nuts, man. And I haven't double-checked what you're saying, but I trust you, bro. So if that's true, if AMC got the rights to a George A. Romero zombie series, I am down. Now, I read Empire of the Dead, but I think it had vampires and stuff like that. Maybe a little bit more like The Strain. I'm not sure. So we'll see how that shakes down, how that turns out. But definitely, I'm happy to hear if AMC's going to do another zombie show. Hey, man, I'm on board. You know, we got Better Call Saul, they got that. Wish they could bring back Breaking Bad, but it'll probably never happen. Better Call Saul is probably the best we're ever going to get. So, that's it for this video, guys. Let me know what you think about the crazy fangirl biting Daryl. You can write in the comments below. You can write your answers below. PM me your questions through the About tab of the channel. And if you like this video, please thumb it up below. If you want to support the channel, you can share, you can favorite. And if you're new and you want to subscribe, you can subscribe at the bottom left. That's it for this video, guys. See you again probably tomorrow. As always, it's Trev saying peace.